I'm here with my other senators, Senator Malcolm Roberts and Senator Tyron Whitten. And I'm also here with Women Speaking Tasmania, that's Elizabeth. And I think it's very important that One Nation is standing up for women in Australia. We see the decline of women's rights that is happening right across this country, and today I will be reintroducing my bill on biological sex. That means you are what you are when you were born, and you cannot at your whim change from being a man and woman. I, with a lot of other women, are fed up with I can say that men are taking over our spaces. They're actually wanting to be women when it suits them. They're taking over, the safe spaces of women in the change room, the sporting fields, or they're wanting to be women when it suits them to compete against women. And it's not fair, it's not right. Nothing will ever change them, no matter what operations you have, no matter what sex hormones you may take or puberty blockers you may take. If you're not born a woman, you are not a woman. And they're trying to include them also in pregnancies, abortions, including them in the talk with this. It's got to the ridiculous in this country. That's why One Nation will keep fighting for women's rights in the country. You won't get it from this place, from the other senators. You won't get it from the Greens, definitely not the Greens, and you won't get it from the Labor Party, and you won't get it from the Coalition, who are so weak on this issue to allow it to get to the stage that it is in this country. That's why we're going to keep fighting on for the safe spaces for women and women. And what people can't answer me is, people in this place, why does it suit you to call them women when it comes to domestic violence or getting funding for housing, and yet you won't do the same for men? Why do you call yourself women when it comes to the gender pay gap? It's okay to be defined as women, but it's not in safe spaces for women in change rooms or, toilets that they need to go to. So they choose when to fight for women's issues and when not to. Well, women are women, and I am a woman, and I'm very proud of it, and I will keep saying it. And I will never accept a man who thinks he's a woman just because he calls himself a woman. So those days, as far as I'm concerned, will never be on my agenda, and I will never accept it as long as I am draw breath.
Well said.
But anyway, we're going to sign this pledge. It means very much to all of us and to all those women out there. If you want change, if you want to get rid of this rubbish, the only party that will stand up and fight for you is One Nation. Be assured of that. Elizabeth, would you like to say a few words, Elizabeth?
We would like to say congratulations to Senator Hanson and One Nation for signing the Women's Pledge and always fighting for women's rights, women's sex-based rights. And many women's organizations has been fighting for many years to get this amendment done, and it's time for politicians to start listening to advocacy groups.
Well, thank you very much for it. So, Malcolm, and I think it's quite interesting to hear from a couple of men, from a male's perspective, of who have wives, daughters, granddaughters, and I think we should hear from you why you're supporting women's rights.
Well, God created two sexes, male and female, and that's absolutely essential to reinforce. We're not equal, we have different characteristics, but we complement each other, and that's why it's so important to keep male and female distinct and be proud of each.
Yep, and guys, you can't have babies, let me assure you. You can't have children. You can't get pregnant. No matter what drugs or hormones or everything you take, it's not going to happen. I hate to tell you this, they're all telling lies, but it won't happen. Tyron.
Yeah, well, Mum is my hero and always has been. My wife, a beautiful woman, my two daughters, my granddaughter, they're all going to be strong women in their own right. And we need this to protect them. I fear for them in the current world, not being able to go into a safe space and know that they're not being surrounded by, weirdos. So if you're a man and you're going into a woman's change room, there's something wrong with you. And I'll stand up and fight for women every day of the week for this.
Yeah.
Well, we must realise that in London they've actually declared a woman is a woman, and yet we haven't done it here. Why? Why haven't we done that? We've seen the impact it's having. And I'd say another thing too is, why should women then go and put the effort in to become champions in their own sports, whether it's swimming, whether it's on the wrestling, whether it's on the boxing field, to allow a man come in and compete against them? They have no chance because of their biological sex as male. And so the competition is not right, and they're allowed to do it. I think the people allowing this happen are actually screwed up. They really are. And it's so wrong for allowing this to happen. And the last census that was put out there was only about 1,200 people that actually declared that they were transgender. So why are we changing the whole makeup of our society to appease these handful of people to the rest of the community? A man is a man, a woman is a woman, and that's the way it should be.
We're not transphobic, we're pro-human. Pro-human and pro-reality, and we're pro the truth. Stop the lies, just get back to the truth. Male, female.
Anyway, thank you for coming. Thank you. And you've got our full support, all the women out there. We're fighting for you. All right, thank you. Cheers. Bye-bye. Thank you very much.